Hello, good morning everyone. We have just finished the second lesson of physics, that is magnetic effects of current. I just revised for 10 to 12 minutes about the lesson. The first thing what we saw was when current is passed through any conductor, it produces a magnetic field, and this magnetic field, it depends on the shape of the conductor. First thing what we saw was the magnetic field around a straight conductor. Okay, if you take a straight conductor and if you pass electric current through it, then magnetic field will be produced around it in a plane perpendicular to the straight conductor, and the magnetic field lines will be in the form of concentric circles. The magnetic field around the straight conductor carrying current will be perpendicular to the plane of the conductor, and also the magnetic field lines will be in the form of concentric circles. And these concentric circles, these magnetic field lines, will go on moving further apart, or the distance between them will go on increasing as we move away from the conductor. And what it actually means, that it actually means that the magnetic field around the conductor is stronger near it, and as you go away from it, it goes on decreasing in strength. This is the meaning of the concentric circles go on distancing from each other as we move away from the conductor. I think next we saw the magnetic field, inside a circular loop. The magnetic field inside a circular loop, and what we saw was each and every segment of the circular loop behaves like a straight conductor, and the magnetic field inside the circular loop at the center of the circular loop will be comprising of parallel lines. Magnetic field lines will be parallel at the center of the circular loop carrying current. And this means that if the circular loop is there and if it is carrying current, the magnetic field at its center will be very, very strong. And this magnetic field can further be enhanced. It can be further increased by increasing the number of turns of the coil, and secondly by increasing the strength of the current. So the magnetic field can be increased or enhanced by increasing the number of turns of the coil, and secondly by increasing the strength of the current. So this was about the magnetic field inside a circular loop. The magnetic field inside a circular loop is in the form of they are all magnetic field lines are parallel and very strong, but this can further be enhanced by increasing the strength of the current and increasing the number of turns of the coil. And the next is I think we saw a solenoid. A solenoid is a cylindrical coil of insulated copper wire, with many turns. What is a solenoid? A solenoid is a cylindrical coil of insulated copper wire of many turns. When current is passed through the solenoid, the magnetic field inside the solenoid will be uniform. Uniform means the magnetic field lines are parallel to each other. What it means is the magnetic field lines are parallel to each other, and these magnetic field lines are parallel to each other. It means the magnetic field inside the solenoid is uniform. Uniform means it neither increases nor decreases from left to right. It stays the same, it remains the same. And what are the uses of this solenoid? A solenoid is used to prepare electromagnets. And what are electromagnets? electromagnets, if you place one soft iron core inside the solenoid, okay, if you place one soft iron piece inside the solenoid, it starts behaving like a magnet as long as the current flows through the solenoid. If the current flows through the solenoid, and as long as the current flows through the solenoid, okay, the soft iron piece inside the solenoid behaves like a magnet. Such a temporary magnet is called an electromagnet. Okay, such a temporary magnet is called an electromagnet. Okay, and the main uses of solenoid are in the preparation of electromagnets. So how are electromagnets prepared? Electromagnets are prepared by placing a soft iron core inside a solenoid and passing current through the solenoid. Okay, so this is how you can prepare electromagnets. And one more thing I forgot to tell you all, and that is what you can say, I told you the magnetic field lines around a straight conductor, they are in the form of concentric circles. And what is the direction of these concentric circles, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise? For that you have right hand rule. And what this right hand rule states? This right hand rule states that if you hold like a grip, if you imagine to hold the straight conductor in your right hand like this, with the thumb pointing the direction of current, like current is flowing in the upward direction now, then the magnetic field lines, okay, the direction of magnetic field lines is given by the fingers which are encircling the conductor or which are around the conductor. In this case, they will be like this. And suppose the current is flowing down like this, okay, then the magnetic field lines direction will be like this. Okay, then we will see what is meant by motor rule. Now motor rule or principle of motor, first we will see what is principle of motor. Principle of motor is, if a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, okay, if a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a mechanical force. Like suppose you place one current carrying conductor inside the magnetic field, like between the poles of the magnet, then it will experience a push or pull or a mechanical force. It experiences a mechanical force, not a magnetic force. It experiences a mechanical force, that is, either it experiences a push or a pull. This is the principle of motor. So what is the principle of motor? If a current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, then it experiences a mechanical force. Mechanical force is anything which is pushing or pulling. This is the principle of motor. Okay, so just now we saw principle of motor. What does it state? If you place a conductor between the poles of a magnet, if you pass current through it, then that conductor will experience either a push or pull. Now how to find out the direction in which the push or pull is acting? And the direction in which a push or pull is acting is given by motor rule or Fleming's left hand rule. What does the Fleming's left hand rule state? The Fleming's left hand rule states that if you hold the thumb, the index finger and the middle finger of your left hand mutually perpendicular to each other, such that the forefinger or the index finger indicates the direction of magnetic field, the middle finger indicates the direction of current, then the thumb indicates the direction of mechanical force acting on the conductor or the direction of motion of the conductor. This is Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, see once again Fleming's left hand rule. You should hold the thumb, the forefinger and the middle finger of your left hand mutually perpendicular to each other, such that the index finger indicates the direction of magnetic field, the middle finger indicates the direction of electric current, then the thumb indicates the direction of motion of the conductor or the direction of what you can say the mechanical force acting on the conductor. This is motor rule. And regarding motor rule, okay, now we'll see what is meant by motor. A motor is a rotating device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. So what is a motor? Motor is a rotating device. What does it do? It converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. This is the definition of motor. Then we have seen the construction of and working of motor. For construction and working of motor, you all please refer the notes and the diagrams that have already been given to you all. Okay, and the next part I think we saw is electromagnetic induction. Okay, to induce means to produce in it, which was not there. Now what is electromagnetic induction? Electromagnetic induction is a phenomenon when the magnetic field linking the conductor changes. What should change? The magnetic field linking the conductor changes. Then what happens? Electric current is induced in the conductor. Okay, if the magnetic field linking the conductor changes, then what you can say, electric current is induced in the conductor. Okay, this is electromagnetic induction. Okay, electromagnetic induction is if the magnetic field linking the conductor changes, then what will happen? The electric current is induced inside the conductor, and the direction in which electric current is induced is given by Fleming's right hand rule or generator rule. This Fleming's right hand rule or generator rule states that if you hold the thumb, the index finger and the middle finger of your right hand mutually perpendicular to each other, such that the index finger indicates the direction of magnetic field, the thumb indicates the direction of what you can say motion of the conductor, then the middle finger indicates the direction of induced current. Now this is about the generator rule or Fleming's right hand rule. We'll stop here for today and continue the lesson on